Welcome everyone, Looney Farm Guy here, and today in this video we will be going through the different steps it takes to make silage. So we will be going from collecting or making the chaff and collecting that to leveling the chaff in the bunker silo to compacting the chaff into in the bunker silo, then fermenting it, and then the removal, different ways to remove the silage out of the silage bunker. And I will try to be fairly efficient and concise in these steps, not taking too much time, but showing you briefly each step and a few options of each step. So first of all, we will look at making the chaff or collecting the base product, which is the chaff, and how to make that. All right, the next part will be considering that. All right, so first step, gathering the needed item or items to put in your silage compactor, silage clamp, your silage area to make silage. What can you use to make chaff or products for silage? Well, it's a little different in FarmSim 22, where now you can use crop to make chaff. So for in this instance here, we have barley. Now this is your regular forage harvester header, and we're using the John Deere one. So as you can see, the icons: corn, wheat, barley, oats, canola, soybean, sorghum, and sunflower you can use this for. And it's pretty simple. You start the vehicle, lower the header, turn it on, and you can make chaff. Now, one thing to note, there is an option on many of these silage forage harvesters is the bond silage additive. That will add 5% to your yield, whatever it is you are doing. Is it worth it? I don't know. It's expensive, but it does add 5%, so it's kind of up to you whether you want to use it or not. This is just about the silage process. It's not an exhaustive look. Now, type crops. The one thing I do know is it does not have to be harvest ready. I believe you can, the last stage of growth just before harvest, you can do this as well with your crop. Corn is typically the preferred crop for silage. You can also do grass. Well, let's take a look at grass, for instance, before we move on to the corn, because I have a different method, kind of a different method. Grass. You can also use grass to make silage. It acts the same. Once you put it in the bunker silo, it will act the same. However, there is a couple of ways you can do it. One way is you can mow it and have it in a windrow, a nice thing, and then you can use one of these pickups. Now the pickups are in forage harvester headers, and there it is, pickup. The one we have is the Kemper. Now notice they only pick up grass and grass only, just so you know. And what you do there is you turn it on, lower it, and it will pick it up and put it into your receptacle trailer as grass. Now there is another way to collect grass to make silage, or to collect grass in general, and it's using a mower attachment. Now, these are as well found under forage harvester headers. And these are them here. And we have the Kloss Direct disc, the Capello Spartan, which is what I have, and the Krone X Disc 620. Now, if you notice on the bottom, the icons there: grass, wheat, oats, wheat, barley, oats, canola, soybean, sorghum, and sunflower, but not corn. So, a couple of things to know about this. It will act as a mower. You turn it on, you lower it, you go forward. It cuts the grass and spits it into your trailer. It will only cut grass that you have planted. It will not work for meadow grass, as you can see here. Also, as we mentioned, it will not cut corn. But if you bear with me for one moment, we have sunflowers over here. And it will cut sunflower and turn it into chaff. It will also cut all those other crops, such as barley, as we've shown. And here we go. And there it is, barley. All right. So now now we move on to corn. So there is another way to make chaff aside from your standard forage wagon, and I will briefly discuss this as we move on to corn, which is, as I said, the preferred, aside from grass, the preferred crop to use as silage or making chaff because of the volume you get from the crop. Other crops such as barley and wheat and oats, you will still make it, but the amount of biomass you get from it is a lot less than corn. Here I have the other way you can make chaff, and this is the Lacotech LH2. What this is under forage harvesters. There it is, the Lacotech LH2, $85,000. It will collect grass, wood chips, and chaff. So with this item, it's quite. I have a video on this one as well, using it for corn, but you can attach all those different headers on it that I've just shown you and have it on the front of a tractor. So for $85,000, you can do all those other things I showed you with this here particular item. So I would recommend a weight on a large tractor and a weight on the back, and this trailer has a pin hitch, not a ball hitch, so that it will attach to the weight. And so turning it on, you will move forward, and there you go. You are making chaff or whatever you may want with any of those other attachments. And I have a video, yes, as I said, I have a video just on this Lacotech LH2 if you wish to view that. Now, moving on to once we get, so of course, once this is full, you go over and you dump it into your bunker silo. And in the next chapter of this video, we will be looking at what to do with it once it is in your bunker silo. All right, now that we have the chaff in our silo, it may look like this because I am very poor at evenly dumping or chaff in your silo. Let's get the help window on here. So we got 237,000 and your compacting is at 1%. So in order to smooth this out, you may want to use a leveler such as this, the Dusseldorf MSS 3700. You will find these under Tools and under Levelers. So they are a few, not too many yet, but what I did find, so what you do is you get in it, and you can, this one you can actually manually adjust up or down, or just raise or lift with the O button. And so you just move forward and just level it. And I find the levelers now work extremely well, much better than they did in 19. And as you can see, you might want to lift and lower it a little bit now and then, but that works really fast, and it will make the compacting process so much easier. All right, now that we have mostly leveled out the silo or clamp, we will move on to the compacting process. All right, so before you can place a blanket or cover the chaff to make silage, you have to compact it. As you can see, the top left bottom column compacting, I'm at 11%. Now that just driving over it with a tractor will compact it, and you can eventually do it by just driving over it with something or anything. But to speed the process, we have silage compactors such as this wheel roller. Now, where do you find these? These are also in Tools under Silo Compaction, and there are several to choose from. Anything from just a normal weight, basically a roller weight, all the way to a powered by hydraulic or PTO that will pretty much tamp down or compact it faster. This one, this particular one works really fast, but it's a little expensive, but it's not too bad. I have chosen the wheel roller, and this has a multitude of options that you can use and add weight to. And I find this one, I've chosen this configuration with the added water inside as a weight, and basically you just drive over it, and as you can see, the numbers going up fairly quickly. This one you can turn on. I don't know if that actually makes a difference turning it on or not, but and the reason I'm going slow is when you have a compactor on the back, it actually makes you go slower, I guess, to compact it. But as you can see, the numbers are moving upwards. You can, like I said, you can use a tractor and put some weights on it to do this as well. But with this, with using a silage compactor, it speeds the process tremendously. And as you can see, it's much faster than it was in in Farm Sim 19 as well. They have speeded up the process considerably, and with these different mods, it will quicken that process as well. Of course, the more silage you have, the bigger the silage clamp, the bigger the area to cover, the you're slower it will do it if you have just a bit. One more thing to note: you have to have at least 10%, the silo at least filled to at least 10% capacity in order to blanket it. So you don't have to fill it to compact it. You can compact it as you're filling it too. Uh, a number of times I have been putting silage in there, and by the time I've come to compact it, after driving over it by filling it several times, it's nearly compact already. So here we go. We are at 100%. Now you notice the little icon or the control window, help window says L3 to blanket silo. All you have to do now is press the L3 button, and voila, we have covered our silage. Now, you see there's a little bits on the end. Don't worry about that too much. You can come by with a with something to clean that up before it is uh, ready to uncover. So now, how long do you have to wait? Well, I have the months set on 1 day a month on this particular map. Now notice this is at 0%. I had already got a sample one here ready previously, and I went and I have let 1 month pass, or 1 day, as 1 day per month, and it's at 92%. So you're going to need a little bit more than 1 month to ferment your silage. 92%, so it's probably going to be about a month and a little bit. However, I mean, I'm going to let 1 more month pass, and this will be ready. This will be ready. So, next step is uncovering. I'm going to show you how to clean this up first. So the next step is cleaning up the edges, and then we're going to uncover this and move on to the methods of removing your silage from your silo clamp. All right. Well, our silage is reading fermented silage 100%. So we're ready to unwrap it. Except first we should clean up the little bit of spillage here, and to do that, pretty much the only way to do that is a traditional method with a bucket, and that usually is pretty easy to do, just like so. You don't get your wheels stuck on the yes, on the cement part there. Now you notice some of it's kind of staying there. Don't worry too much about that. You can also use pretty much the same things that you're going to use to start moving the silage with, is you can use to remove a little bit of this chaff. Although this one's being a little bit, sorry about that. Anyways, you get the idea. So, in order to start the removal process, you can see the little icon there says L3 open silo. You press the L3 left joystick, and there you are. You have exposed your silage. Now once you open, no, it won't let you open both ends. But we can open this side. I'll open this side. Yeah, so you can't open it all at once. You have to start at one end. All right, so removing silage. We have basically four. Where'd the other one go? Basically 4 methods. Oh, he's over there. So you can use the bucket method, as I will demonstrate. We'll just get rid of this chaff. So pretty simple and straightforward. You just, okay, come on. I have not given myself very much room here to work. So the bucket method, and as you can see, as you move along removing the silage, the bunker will open itself. Now you can just take this and dump it into a suitable trailer. That trailer has the sides are a little bit high. So that's the bucket on the front loader. You could also go with a wheel loader, and this is what I have on the front of this. Let's get rid of this chaff. This is the wheel loader, and the front and the attachment I have on the front is under wheel loader tools, and it is the silage fork, so specifically used for silage, but you can use it for grass, hay, manure, silage as mentioned, chaff, and straw. The nice thing about this, it holds 8,000 liters, much more than the 2,000 liters of a regular front loader bucket. So typically, again, with the same sort of method, you use it just like you would a bucket. Scoop it up, and you are moving silage at 8,000 liters at a time. And then the trailer issue isn't quite as a bit of a problem either. And there you go, into your trailer. Now that will move a fair bit of silage in a very short amount of time. Another way to do it, if you so choose, is this little item here. This is the let me show you. It is under, where is it now? There we go, animals. And it is a forage mixing wagon. We see there's several of them. You can pick up grass, silage, forage, and hay, but not grass. So, which in our case is ideal because, and I have used this method, you can use this and to pick up silage as shown here for your mix, or you can just use it to pick up silage in general, and it'll just fill up the container here. As you see, it'll just take it directly from there, and it'll basically suck it up right off the ground and put it into its hopper. Now, what do you do with it from there? Well, you can take this and dump it directly into your cow barn. You can unload it just basically wherever you want on the ground. Or now that we have the Missy B silos, you can store it in a silo. And just drive there, dump it in your silos. So there's that. And lastly, but not leastly, you have the belt system. Now, with this system, you just move it towards. You'll have to turn it on. There we go. And with this system, it will, as you extend it, basically it will automatically pull silage from an area, or pretty much anything that's on the ground. But this method is nice because you can set it up right there in your silo and just take your vehicle, and it will basically automatically fill your trailer right from the silo. You you will have to move it occasionally. You get in it. It's like a vehicle. You get in it and you can move forward and backward, and you will have to make sure that your discharge is aimed to fill the trailer. You can move that around like so, and you can move it up and down like so. And there you go. It's kind of so there is a few different ways to unload the silage as well. And I think that's about it. I think we've covered making it, we've covered leveling it, compacting it, waiting for it to ferment, and the removal. And silage, of course, you can use it as feed for your cattle. You can use it to make TMR. You can sell it to a BGA to make money and get digestate from it. You can store it in the Missy B silo. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I do hope you enjoyed. I hope this helps you out with making silage on your farm. I'm the Looney Farm Guy. And remember, it's just a game. So have fun. And have fun making silage. There's so many different ways now you can do it. Till next time, bye for now.